Hello. This is the Awful and Awesome Entertainment Wrap, episode 255. This is Rajyasree.
And this is Abhinandan and Sekhri, and I am back. And I heard the last two episodes of Awful and Awesome, and it sounds awesome without me.
Really? Does it now? It sounds awesome without me also.
I was hoping you'd say that, but I was very impressed with the
My episode, no? The one with Abbas.
with the information that Nenaka gives. She knows so much.
And the information I gave also.
Were you giving? I couldn't get over the cackling. But we today have
What do we have?
we have a film called Top Gun Maverick. We have Center Fresh. Is it an ad for a chewing gum?
You did not watch it.
I've been very busy.
I've also been very busy.
Then we have
Dhaakad.
Dhaakad.
Abhinandan watched Dhaakad.
We have to review Dhaakad.
Because he has a tattoo of Kangna on his heart, which he doesn't
You're
show
okay.
to
We're not
people.
going to review Dhaakad, but I was so curious that a film sold 20 tickets all India on one day within a week of its release.
Because
So I went to YouTube and saw the 3-minute trailer.
I'd seen the trailer before, where Arjun Rampal had learnt a dialect for this film. I did not know about dialect. Bandra, I'm assuming Bandra dialect. But
Then we have a couple of ads and
Yes.
a very prominent pop culture superstar. Actually, Sidhu Moosewala was a tremendous
it's
superstar.
not
In fact,
Moosewala.
Moosewala.
Like Moose the...
It's Mooseala. Also, I just wanted to add that I finally watched the film The Great Indian Kitchen because it was on the flight of films to watch. And I know when we had reviewed it, I hadn't watched it. But
Which was so surprising.
it's one of
that you
those
hadn't watched something, huh?
rare occasions. So I have some inputs on that. But we'll start first with Top Gun Maverick. Cue the music.
So the first Top Gun came out when 36 years ago.
In 1986.
I can't get over that. 36
Are you
years.
serious? My God,
30, yeah, I was 9 years old.
No, I was older, but I can't believe I'm that old.
I can't believe Tom Cruise is that old also, 36 years ago. So the first Top Gun was a big, the youngsters who listen to us will not know this, but it was a phenomenon almost.
And Tom Cruise became a phenomenon after. I mean, Top Gun was
Cocktail was after Top Gun?
Cocktails and Dreams. I don't know, but he had done several films before that, but everybody discovered those films after Top Gun.
Yeah. And he was he was really a superstar. And the story was, like, it wasn't such a great, it's not like it was Gone with the Wind or something. But it was just this spectacle and...
Sorry, I'm yawning.
Are you yawning while I'm speaking? I'll throw something at you. And there was this great love story as part of it. Then Val Kilmer was Iceman, who was...
And that was also the ultimate cool. Even the bad guy in that was so cool.
Yeah.
Basically, Top Gun defined cool. And when I saw Top Gun Maverick, I realized
That
it
we were
isn't-
uncool.
no, we just keep thinking every generation thinks the same. But dude, the 70s and 80s were the coolest decades. I don't think any generation will
hit that level of cool.
hit that. It's just not possible.
Greece was also then.
Yeah.
Greece,
So basically,
yeah.
mid 70s to like mid to late 80s was just the ultimate cool phase. Man, it was just the cool self-confidence quotient hit its peak.
So in Top Gun Maverick, it's 30 years later. So at least they've explained that it's not like in a Hindi film where they'll make a film 30 years later, but everyone is playing the same character 2 years older only. They're 2 years old. Here he's 30 years older and he does look old in some...
Well, he looks normal. I mean, he looks like a very well-kept 50 whatever year old he's supposed to be in the film. But when you see him in interviews, his face looks really weird. I don't know what
He's
got
quite
done.
old. He's, I think he's 60 years old right now.
But yeah, he's really fit for a 60-year-old.
He's 59 years old. And Thomas Cruise Mapota the fourth. We had to learn it for a quiz what his name was. But basically the story is that America has this very elite, it's part of the Navy though.
Yeah, it's basically the finest pilots go to this place. It's actually called something else, but the slang they call it is Top Gun.
Top
that
Gun.
You got to be the best of the best to get there.
And in the original Top Gun, if you haven't seen it, then you won't get, like, it's not like it's rocket science that you won't get it. But the main thing is that his wingman Goose died in it, and he held himself responsible. And Goose's wife was Meg Ryan.
Yeah.
And there's
And
this,
she had such a small role. After that, Meg Ryan became a star in the Bird on a Wire and stuff much later.
Bird on a Wire is not Meg Ryan, is Goldie Hawn with.
Oh, sorry, I'm getting confused.
Just.
No, Meg Ryan was
When
Harry
Harry
Met
Met
Sally.
Sally.
Correct.
And so Goose died, and Iceman and I don't remember them patching up, becoming friends.
No, there was no patching up, but one assumes that when you are 36 years older, the
maybe.
rivalry in your when you were cadets or in your 20s is not going to be the same. But I would like to say that Val Kilmer has throat cancer, and in the film also, and because that he can't talk properly, so in the film also they gave him throat cancer so that it's consistent with him not being able to deliver the dialogue.
And they figured out a way of showing how he'll communicate. But in this one, so in the original one, what was her name? Kelly.
Oh, I have a joke on that.
Just give me her
Kelly
name.
McGill's.
Kelly McGill in the original.
Gillis.
Don't make up the name. What is the
It's
name?
Kelly McGillis.
Okay. In the original one, Kerry McGillis plays his love interest.
Yeah.
And
She's the instructor.
She's the instructor. And in this one, he does the same entrance that she did. And it's a little, there are these references to the earlier one. But Kelly McGillis was not brought back for this one because she looks a little older than Tom Cruise.
Even then she did, because I remember, Mad Magazine used to do spoofs of films.
Huh.
So the spoof on Top Gun was called Top Gunk. Another thing today's generation will never know is Mad Magazine.
Yeah,
it was
which
just
was
so
so
funny,
good.
irreverent humor at its. So in that, in the lovemaking scene, it was in fact, it's one of the ultimate lovemaking songs. You take my breath away. I sing so
Not
badly.
like that when you sing it like that, when you sing it the original as well.
But listen to Take My Breath Away. So in that, since she's an instructor, and in one of the things, she goes by the book. So when in the Mad Magazine version, he kisses her. He says, "Now kiss my eyelids. Now kiss my nose. Now snuggle my chin." He says, "I know you go by the book, but this is ridiculous." And then,
This is very bad.
and then
Sounded very freaky.
there was one more time in the Mad Magazine where he asks her something that what makes you better than me, or something like that. She says, "I have blonde hair. I have, I'm a pilot," or whatever. She lists 4 things, and he says, and a hairline of a 50-year-old man and a big head start on middle age. That was in Mad Magazine.
See, but you can't say
But
all
today
this
you
now.
can't. Today it
if
would
you
be
say
sexist.
this, it's very sexist.
That not mine. Mad Magazine.
Yeah,
had written this.
Abhinandan would never say something like
Never.
this ever at all. So over here, this time, so this woman was not part of that old film.
Jennifer Connolly.
No, as in her character was there.
Yeah. You don't remember?
Don't make up, what nonsense. So Jennifer Connelly plays the love interest, and there's the guy who was in Whiplash is in this as well, which is, his name is, I will tell you, Miles Teller. Was in Whiplash as a student, so he plays Goose's son. And it's pretty much the same story as Top Gun, in the sense that instead of Iceman, there's Hangman, which is Glenn Powell. Ed Harris is there in a bit role. John Hamm is there in a very large role, that madman actor. And it's about Tom Cruise gaining the confidence of Goose's son again, because he felt that his son thought that he'd let his father
No.
die.
I mean,
also.
the main reason for that was, we won't give away too many spoilers. Let's be
Yeah.
nice. So, but all in all, it is an amazing watch. It is spectacular. It is basically on nostalgia. Let me consult my notes.
Yeah, he wrote one full sentence while we were watching. The
10 on-
sentence was Top Gun is not Mission Impossible.
10 on 10 on nostalgia.
That was the sentence.
10 on
sorry.
10 on action. Tom Cruise looks amazing. Val Kilmer is in a wonderful appearance. I felt very bad.
Did you feel very bad
Yeah.
because you didn't look like you were feeling
Makes you
bad
realize
about-
yet again what an amazing time the 80s was, when cool was genuinely cool.
This also you wrote while
This
we were
also-
watching the
Yeah.
film.
I take notes. I don't just try to wing it. I come prepared.
You're not a wingman.
I'm but what is one thing that I thought in the film in the end, now when he in the end dogfight,
Yeah.
when he goes and when they're taking off for the final this thing, they should have played.
Huh. I'm surprised they didn't play that more.
And also in the lovemaking scene, they should have played "You Take My Breath Away." I don't know this new Lady Gaga song they played.
No, that's a very big
Kala
song.
kala
Yeah.
tattoo Lady Gaga.
Yeah, that's one only.
They should have played
But,
that. Very smart. They should not have replaced the music.
Also, I felt. See, you ruined my thought.
My notes
now.
are over. It's all yours.
No, so I thought it was a very clever thing, which we were saying while watching the film. They never show you which is the country that they are fighting against. So there's no way you could say, is it Russia? Is it China? So they made sure that no other country can ban the film. There's no sign. There was one symbol though on one of the planes, which looked a little
But it's very
Russian to
vague.
me.
How did it look? How can a symbol look Russian?
Because it looked like that eagle kind of thing. But
the eagle is an American symbol. The Russia, there'll be a sickle and a...
No,
also,
it's a communist Russia is no longer there. No? So I just felt it was smart that they had not. So even the guy's helmet that he's wearing is one of those black, like it's got that
But
tint
that was
to
even
it.
earlier. You can't see the face of the
But
pilot.
in American people, you could see, no?
Yeah, that
Tom
is because they're the
Cruise is
heroes. Now you have to see
doing
who's who.
thumbs up. If you can't see Tom Cruise doing thumbs up, what is the point? But it's a very fun watch, and I was quite impressed by, because you don't see it in an English film usually. People were clapping in the audience.
They were all people my age, basically.
Yeah. Who were very excited that they knew the backstory also they knew.
In fact, when we were going up in the lift, there was a couple entered, and the guy looked at me and said, "Tom Cruise."
So I said, do you mean that he looks like Tom Cruise? Which is true. I don't
he
know
meant
what.
you're also going to watch.
Yeah, I think
The
he
same film?
realized
No,
demographic
no.
is that.
I also realized that, but Rajyasree, just so that she can misbehave in public. So that guy basically looked at me and said, "Tom Cruise."
But it's a strange
So
thing to say.
I said, "Yeah." So Rajyasree says, "No, he doesn't mean you look like Tom Cruise. He's asking if you're going to watch Top
Which
Gun."
is a valid thing. I didn't
Which
want
is what
to...
I had thought initially also. But why give away an opportunity to insult
Yeah.
me in public?
Yeah, why do that? It's too much for me. I feel very sad there. But it's definitely worth a watch, and go and watch it on the big screen and watch the original for the millennials and what is the
Gen Z. Gen Y and Z.
Gen Y and Z, y'all will find Top Gun and they'll put on Amazon Prime or something. Just now they must have put it. Watch the original because it was really worth a watch. The original one.
And it's deliciously predictable. I mean, what I'm saying
Yeah.
is it's formula. It's a formula film. This will happen, this will happen, he's going to go save him, all that.
Yeah.
Although I thought it would have been fantastic. I won't give it the end. But yeah, it's formula, but it is formula done brilliantly right. It's like a well-made steak. You know what it's going to taste like, and it delivers. Man.
I don't know. I don't eat steak and all because I
So
believe
then-
in BJP. But I just want to say I felt very sad looking at Val Kilmer because he was Batman also at one point. Huh? Wasn't
He was the best Batman.
Yeah. And that what
He was the best man. You get it? Best Batman, best man. Okay.
what cancer has done to the poor chap that he's acted. He got cancer in 2015. That's when he stopped speaking.
And in fact, when I watched this film
Did
and I
you not
realized
feel
he had
like
cancer,
crying?
I actually felt very sad because I've said this, I think, earlier on Awful and Awesome. One of my favorite films is a film called Tombstone. And according to me, Val Kilmer as Doc Holliday in Tombstone is among the top 10 performances ever by anyone in Hollywood.
This is like The Mummy Returns, that kind of film.
No, dude, it is a classic. It is better than any Western. It's better than Good, Bad, Ugly. It's better than Billy
Like
the Kid.
that.
It's better than Young Guns. It's
And the other film you all should watch is Jennifer Connolly's first film. I've recommended this before. So
Requiem
it's
for a
called
Dream.
No. Labyrinth. It stars David Bowie in it, and it was sort of fantasy and so good. She was 14 years old in that, and the music is stunning in that film. And it used to be on Netflix. I don't think it is any longer, but you can watch it on YouTube. Very, very good.
Now we have another film that Rajyasree will tell us about and these ads, and we'll talk about the late pop singer.
Why will Rajyasree tell them about the film? I thought you had watched the film.
I'll tell them about the song Fresh. Do you know the song? She's fresh, exciting.
I don't think that's the name of the
She's
song.
so
though.
exciting to me. Yeah. Anyway, I sing
That's
quite
the theme song of this film. You're
Is
correct.
it?
Are you fucking mad? Why will it
Why
be
you
the
use
theme
fucking?
song?
There's a family channel.
Why you use fucking your NL Hafta? No one can
I've
listen
stopped
to
cursing.
because you watch shit.
Shit
I
also?
see.
Shit. Enough of video.
Shall we put a little bowl where
We'll just go into audio only. We need to stop the video. This is expletives will be there in this podcast. So, yeah.
Yeah.
The subscription model is something that keeps News Laundry afloat, but we need hundreds of thousands of people to completely transform the news ecosystem. So you pay for news, so it serves you. So click on the link with this video, subscribe to News Laundry and pay to keep news free. और गर्व से कहो मेरे खर्च पर आज़ाद है खबरें.